हेलो हेलो आ रही है आवाज़ नहीं. Very warm welcome to ICC Cricket Academy. Very warm welcome to ICC Academy. As the run chase will shortly begin here. They need 143, and DCC Starlets, they'll be mighty pleased after that recovery. There was 6 down for not much on the board. 60 odd for 6, and from there they're able to get up to 140 plus. It gives them an outside chance if they bowl well here. Union Square House presents Arabian Cricket League Season 3, powered by 7 districts. It's going to be Gurbaz to take strike alongside Saghir Afridi, opening the batting. We're about to get underway with the first delivery here from the pavilion end. Drives and drives beautifully. That's a wonderful shot to get off the mark. But nice placement in terms of the field as well on the offside. They had the sweeper to cover that one off. Saghir Afridi, another aggressive batsman who likes to play his shots. Cuts brilliantly. Nobody moves. That was travelling at the rate of knots. What a shot from Afridi. Get off the mark in style. Enough width there. That was a wonderfully struck shot. Beautifully played from Saghir Afridi. Such a positive player at the top of the order. Again looks to repeat that shot. Perhaps the length was slightly fuller and gets beaten. The lack of bounce there. Two dangerous players at the top of the order. Gurbaz and Saghir Afridi. DCC Starlets, they would love to pick up few early wickets to get into that middle order. Nicely bowled. Oh, mix up, but safely back in. Gurbaz. Can't afford a miscommunication, error in judgment from these two. He's got protection on the offside. Third man and sweeper cover on the fence. That tells us that he's going to bowl wide of off stump. A clear ploy to just bowl wide. Have an offside field. Oh, he had a real go at that one. This time gets beaten. That was a good delivery. Ball of full length and a little bit of movement away. It's been a good comeback from this youngster. Now they're pushing mid-on back and bringing the sweeper cover up in the ring on the offside. So he might just go full and straight. He uses his feet and he hammers him for 6. That's a very good shot there from Saghir Afridi. He's got every bit of it, and that has gone a long way back to end that first over. Afridi's away. A boundary and a 6. 11 for none after 1. 11 for none after that first over, and particularly Sakir Afridi making its intentions pretty clear. A wonderful hit of the last ball of the last over for 6. DCC Starlets, it's very important for them to make some inroads with the new ball. Dangerous combination at the top. Nicely played through the onside. That brings the exciting Sagir Afridi on strike. Who's already made a statement with those couple of shots. He'll be looking to do the same here. Third man and squarish cover on the fence. They will make him hit through the offside. Good delivery. Nicely played as well with soft hands and the presence of mind to just rotate strike. So far these two have shown us good understanding between the wickets. Day 1 of the tournament. Union Square House presents Arabian Cricket League Season 3. Powered by 7 districts. We are in for an enthralling contest. Plenty of cricket coming your way. Oh, he had a wild swing across the line. That short boundary on the leg side, just tempting Gurbaz. Went through the leg side, gets beaten. Excellent delivery. So that is just a line in the length on this surface. Just short of a length. And getting a little bit of movement with the brand new ball. No dew whatsoever. Still early into the evening, so that's a good sign. That will keep the spinners and the bowlers in the game for much longer. Defending this modest total on a good batting wicket will take some skill. This time he pulls and he gets enough of it. Such a fast outfield that has gone for a boundary. Short boundaries as well. That's not the length from the youngster. Just dropping it a little too short. An easy pace surface. Pulled it off the front foot, Gurbaz. Good signs here from the openers. $17 for none in the second over. This time he cuts but doesn't find the gap. A little fumble. No damage done there. Gurbaz and Afridi looking really solid here at the top of the order. Beautiful conditions here. The ICC Academy. There's something for everyone on this track. As a bowler, if you get it in the right areas, you get a little bit of movement and bounce. As a batter, Such a fast outfield. Very good wicket to bat on as well. He's lofted him, and easily as well. The umpire will have a look at that one. I think that is carried all the way for 6. So Gurbaz getting on the act as well. 23 without loss after 2 overs. He goes up and over. He's got more height than the distance. The fielder is giving chase, who does well. That was nicely bowled there. Freedy again looking to repeat that shot over the top. Just that extra bit of bounce of a good length, hitting somewhere near the slice of the bat and miscued, but lucky for him. Just got enough to clear those fielders at extra cover and squarish cover. Oh, it's knocked him over. Almost yorked himself, looking to advance down the pitch. And the youngster gets the better of him. That's the first blow here. Saghir Afridi, who was looking so good, will have to depart. 25 for 1. Down the leg side, it's a wide. The batsman is Abib, the right-hander. After a loss of wicket, loss of concentration there from Saghir Afridi. He could have applied himself. He was looking so good at that stage. Just tried to use his feet and yorked himself. Cuts, doesn't find the gaps. Nicely struck there. Gurbaz is shaping up well here. VELOX motors, they need to just hang in there. Take your time. Such a good wicket to bat on. The only reason you can get yourself into trouble is by playing a slightly risky shot. Oh, that is wonderfully done. Great use of the feet this time. Beautifully flicked away behind square for 4. Medium pace, so shimmy down the wicket. Not a bad idea. He's got the execution right as well. Gurbaz. They're off to a flyer, although they lost a freebie up front. It's 31 for 1. Pressure back on DCC Starlets. It's about taking wickets and taking wickets on regular intervals. They are to stay in this game. Wrapped in the pads, but clearly missing leg stump there in his follow through. Good work done by the bowler. Rightly sent back by Habib. Don't want to mix up here. Lovely, pleasant evening here at the ICC Academy in Sports City, Dubai. It's going to be a long tournament. It's going to be a lot of quality on offer. Slow delivery, worked away through square leg. That's a long chase for that fielder in front of square on the leg side. Big boundaries, those big pockets through the leg side from this end. That's the end of the over. 3 overs done and dusted. 31 for 1. There's a false start there. 33 for 1. Gurbaz on 18 and Habib has just walked in of the fall of Sahir Afridi. Oh, nicely played. Open the face at the last second and finding the placement as well. Not that much risky when you don't have a slip in. You can always just guide that one towards third man. Couple of runs here for Habib. This time, played away uppishly, fell short of that fielder, and they scamper through for a single. Gurbaz is back on strike. 18 in quick time for him. Lovely stroke maker. Down the wicket. This could be a chance for the mid-off fielder who takes that one. So DCC Starlets gets an important breakthrough. Now both the openers are back in the pavilion. And this will really boost their confidence and They're making few inroads here. Another batsman looking to hit straight. That extra bit of bounce high on the blade there. Disappointment for Gurbaz, who was shaping up really well. He's gone for 18. It's 36 for 2. "36 for 2 after 3.3 overs. It's been a fast start. Runs are flying, but wickets are falling. It's all happening here at the ICC Academy. Nicely driven on the offside. Picks up a single. They need a partnership of sorts here. You don't want to keep on losing wickets. And make a tough work of a modest total. 143 on this track. Again, no run. Played away towards gully. As long as DCC Starlets can manage to keep on picking wickets, they are in the hunt. They're in this game. Last ball of the 4th over. Can they get another one here quickly? Well, that's the end of the over. 4 gone. 37 for 2. Nicely tucked away on the onside. That's neatly done here from Qasim. It's a big outfield on the leg side. And they pick up 3 there. That was beautifully played. He let the ball come under his eyes and control flick through the leg side. They need some control batting from these two just to set up this game. Further 103 required. That is not an issue. The run rate is pretty much manageable. 6.5 is the required run rate. They're going allowed 9.6, so everything is fine. They just lost 2 wickets. They don't want to lose a couple more here quickly. Oh, brilliantly done through the offside, and that one is crashed over the top for 6, over extra cover with on offered. Beautifully played. What a shot from Qasim. He really leant on it and just threw his hands at the ball, and off she goes. That has made a hell of a sound as well. Right next to the com box. Crashed into the concrete wall. Bang. Full toss. Doesn't find the placement. They just need few tight overs here to build the pressure further and hope another wicket falls. Keep hitting those good areas. That's all they need at this stage. DCC Starlets and Vaibhav Vaswani. Oh, brilliantly done. This could be another six. Yes! Easily done. This time a lot squarer than the previous one. Again, the width is the problem. I mean, you provide width. Qasim, it was Abib, in fact, who launched himself through the offside. Second maximum of the over. And all of a sudden, 50 up. Vaibhav Vaswani into the ears of the bowler. Beautiful delivery. Good comeback delivery from the youngster. Can afford to bowl a bit straighter here, especially from the pavilion end. He's got a big leg side field with that mid wicket out on the fence. Long on as well. That means he's got to bowl a little straight. They can afford to take a fielder from off stump and put it at short mid wicket as well to just stop that single. I think that will be a lot better tactic. Drops it short. Pulled away with no real timing. And that fielder in the deep comes into play. 53 for 2 after 5 overs. Oh, beautifully played. This one was hit like a rocket. Big boundaries or small boundaries, it doesn't matter. That was a wonderful square cut in the air but away from that fielder at backward point. It was traveling. Again, width is the problem. On this surface, you can't afford to provide width. They are off to a flyer here. Runs are flowing. 57 for 2. And Habib is particularly looking very, very good here. He's got the pace and the bounce of this surface. In the air again, past that fielder. A lot of work for that third man fielder to come around who does well. Another couple of runs here. Perhaps they can afford to just strengthen that area. Maybe get a close in fielder in between those two fielders and then bowl to his strength. Mind you, it will take some catching the way he's striking the ball. Vaibhav Vaswani again having a word with his bowler. Defending 143, you need to keep on taking wickets here. And this man is looking in ominous form here. In the air, third man in business. Will he take this one? Yes, he does. So another batsman getting himself in and getting himself out. That's excellent catching. But once again, a little over ambitious shot selection generally in this game from both teams. Not quite up to the mark, and that opens up the door for DCC Starlets. 59 for 3. New batsman is the left-hander Rakesh Singh walking out to the middle. Oh, looks to play that cut shot. Was close to the body as well. That extra bit of bounce off the surface. Such a good surface here at the ICC Academy. A lot of credit goes to the head groundman, the head curator, producing a very spicy wicket. It's exciting cricket. When there's true bounce, you can play those square cuts. We have seen some good pull shots. Makes it a lot of exciting. Bounce in the wicket. Looking for that quick single. And that fielder was slightly on the heels. Well, maybe the direct hit would have been a lot tighter than initially what I thought. But Rakesh getting off the mark. Good thing about that single was there was no hesitation. They went off straight away. More often than not, you will make it if there's no hesitation. When there's a situation of yes, no, wait, then it curtains. The call has to be loud and clear, early enough. Riding the bounce this time. And nudging that one on the onside. 6 overs gone. 61 for 3. Beautifully ball from Nirvan Chetty, the right arm young leg spinner. He's a wicket taker. He's got a very good wrong one, a good top spinner as well. And these drier conditions will just help him grip the ball a lot better. Nicely played through the offside. Qasim pushing that one through the offside. Now he's got to bowl to the left-hander. Having 5 fielders on the leg side. He's got a short boundary to protect as well. Mid-wicket, short fine, square leg, deep mid-wicket and long on. He's knocked him over. Very, very poor shot there from Rakesh, looking to play the big shot over the top. The feet was not in position and Nirvan Shetty strikes. This game is wide open again here. Another wicket for DCC Starlets. Back-to-back wickets. 62 for 4 now. Good delivery. Slightly shorter in length, but skidding them on as well. And the occasional delivery does get it to rip off the surface. It's got the revolutions, puts a lot of revs on the ball. Just like that, that one just went away from the right-hander. It's not an easy place when you come to ICC being a spinner, particularly for a right-arm leg spinner, to be able to create impression, but this youngster is doing a mighty fine job here. Oh, this one went on. Skidness of the surface. A top over from Nirvan Shetty. 7 gone, 62 for 4. Oh, good delivery. He's not a big spinner of the ball, but he does get that skidness off the surface. Very interesting stage of the game now. 64 for 62 for 4. Can't afford to lose another wicket here. DCC Starlets, they're making a fist of it. Drops it short. High up on the blade there. Excellent run rate. Required run rate just hovering around 6.5. That is pretty much manageable. It's all about preserving wickets. One good partnership. That's all they need. They need it now. They lose further wickets. Might not be easy for them to get up to that total. Oh, another good delivery. That one went away slightly. He's playing for the off spin. He's not a big spinner of the ball sideways. Heaved away on the leg side. Again pushed away on the offside. This is the phase of the innings where they will look to rebuild and reassess here. Desperately need this partnership to kick on. Last ball of the 8th over. Beautifully played. This might be opportunity for them to come back here. Nice batting from these two. 8 gone, 66 for 4. Down the leg side. That was a poor delivery from Nirvan Shetty. Such a fast outfield. Once it beats the wicket keeper. 5 wides here. That was a loosener from the youngster. He's bowled a wonderful over the previous one. Now pressure back on him. First delivery going for 5 wides. He's got to remain around that off stump channel. Drops it short. Pulls him, but no real power behind that one. He can afford to go a little fuller here. Make them stretch onto that front foot. Oh, that's too full and too wide. I wonder why he's just trying to bowl a little fast here, a little quick here. For my liking, he can afford to just slow it down a touch. Somewhere around 70k. Oh, he's knocked him over with the straighter one. No need to slow it down if you can really skid it on like that. The length was a good one here, and he's got rid of Qasim. Half of the side gone for VELOX Motors. Wow. Game on here. Don't go anywhere. Nirvan Shetty has got another one. 73 for 5. Again gets beaten. That one just scraped in, bounced a little. New batsman is Faisal Altaf. Got a bit of experience. He can definitely bat. We have seen him score some useful runs in the past, but he finds himself in a tricky situation batting at number 7. Finds a gap on the offside and gets off the mark. Nirvan continuing. Shorter in length here. They're protecting that extra cover back on the fence, but I would like to have a short extra cover in for the leg spinner. It's just far too easy. There's no one in the eye line of the right hander. He can push it on the offside of the front foot or the back foot. There's an easy single on offer. You'll have that fielder sweeper on the offside, and still you need to have that cover fielder in front of square to just stop that single. 9 overs gone, 76 for 5. Nicely tucked away from Faisal Altaf. His experience will be important here for VELOX Motors. They found themselves in a tricky situation. Almost halfway there. 66 required with 5 wickets in hand. That's the bottom line. Nice fight shown by DCC Starlets by picking up those wickets. Some good bowling, but some ordinary batting. That's been a big issue for both the sides in this game. Upish. A little fumble, but it won't really cost him anything. Irfan and Faisal Altaf in the middle, both relatively new to the crease as well. So it's an opportunity for DCC Starlets to make an impact here. Oh, that's loose now. Another 5 wides. Oh, this is pretty much sloppy work here from the bowler and then the wicket keeper as well. Such a tight situation of the game. Game is on the line, and you just give those 5 bonus runs. It's a breather for the batters in the middle. Pushed on the offside, no run. Good delivery. Straightening down the line. .4 overs, 83 for 5. Drops it short, and there was a lot of time for Faisal to just work it around. Just look to place it a little better here. They don't want dot balls at this stage. Yes, the run rate is pretty much under control, under 6 runs per over, but you don't want the pressure to build. Just rotate your strike. Keep it simple. Last ball. That's a lot better from Faisal Altaf. Nicely done through the offside. 84 for 5 after 10 overs.
Well, the match is equally well poised at this stage of the game. Losing 5 wickets, Team VELOX Motors. They need to stay right till the end. They're not really chasing a huge target. But then again, all credit needs to be given to DCC Starlets batter, Fazal Farooq. What a phenomenal knock he played in the first innings under pressure. Their team was stuttering at 57 for 6. Tossed up delivery, struck down the ground. That should be the right approach now from both the batters in the middle, Irfan and Faisal. Both relatively new at the crease. No need for those big shots at this stage of the game. They can just do it with those singles and doubles. And that is what we saw in display in the first innings, when Fazal Farooq and Saad Abdullah were in the middle. Comes down the track and he's knocked him over. Oh, that was a rip-scotter of a delivery. Flatter, quicker, and he's rattled the stumps. Oh, what a turnaround to this game. Who would have thought this young side is going to create havoc with the ball. And once again, a brilliant delivery to get rid of the batter. And this is not looking good now for VELOX Motors. They've lost their 6th. They are stuttering after 10.2. 85 for the loss of 6 wickets. Well, this is some brilliant bowling display we're witnessing from this young and very talented side of DCC Starlets. They're playing their opening game. They were stuttering in the first innings, but then brilliant stuff coming in from Fazal Farooq. Went on to score 144, respectable target. And now the spinners are certainly putting up a display. Maybe they can also afford to have one more fielder in the circle to stop the singles. Short, and that is what pressure does to you. That ball was there to be hit, but they've just lost a wicket lately, and that is what's restricted the batter to play a big shot. Shot, and there you go. And no interest whatsoever to play a big shot. Well, credit needs to be given to the youngster Nirvan Shetty. Was the fourth bowling option today, and he's already picked up 3 wickets, and he's got one more over to bowl after this, so he could easily pick up a 5er. Nicely bowled yet again, and a lot is going to be relied on these 2 batters in the middle. Irfan, we'll have to wait and see how long is he going to hold on to his natural gameplay, which is to hit those big maximums. And on the other end, DCC Starlets are not going to mind that. They would certainly want to entice and invite Irfan to take those chances. Oh, beautifully bowled yet again. This has turned out to be a very eventful over and handy one for DCC Starlets. It's 11 gone, 87 for 6. Team VELOX Motors, they were going along so nicely. There was a smooth start. They were 59 for 2 in 5.3, and that was the time when we thought they are going to run away with the show. But then some brilliant captaincy, excellent rotation of his bowlers, and are now finding themselves in a chance to be winning this opening game against a very good side of VELOX Motors. Tossed up, tap and run. That is the right approach and the idea from VELOX Motors. Still, I would say the match has now just swung in the favour of DCC Starlets. And why do I say that? Because DCC Starlets, I beg your pardon, VELOX Motors do not have enough batters to come after this. So the last recognised pair in the middle. And this is where they'll have a sniff. Team DCC Starlets, they've got a packed leg side field. Yeah, pulling a little quicker. Gatton hasn't picked up a wicket, but then again, he's been very consistent and very economical. Bowling in those perfect areas, and from there, just waiting his pace. Not getting predictable at all. That's up in the air, and luckily that the batter did not time this too well. Otherwise, the fielder was definitely in play to be taking that catch. And this is what I was just discussing. The bowlers, they are not going to mind the batters to play those big shots. Clearly, we can see both of the batters in the middle have the aggressive approach of playing those big shots, which is not the requirement and the demand of the current situation of this game. Yeah, that's a much better shot tucked away. There's a huge vacant area towards that mid wicket. So all they need to do is just stay in the middle. They've already lost 6 important wickets early on. There's still 8 more overs to go. So the required run rate is not a huge concern. But the problem is that they've lost too many wickets too early. And one more wicket is going to expose the tail early in this innings. So a real chance for DCC Starlets to win the game from here onwards. Oh, he's bowled him. He's certainly turning up the heat. Gatin Wadhwa, some disciplined bowling has gotten him his rewards. This is some really smart bowling. Gatin just kept on bowling in one area and just varied his pace, and on that occasion got the better of Irfan Ullah, who has, I would say, fallen into his trap. And now VELOX Motor are in some serious trouble. 90 for 7. What a turnaround in this game. VELOX Motor, they were having a very dominant approach and were always having an upper hand on this game. But then since the spinners have come into equation, they have made life hell on this track. So all credit needs to be given to the captain Weber Waswani. He was very smart with the rotation of his bowlers, and have they delivered or what? 3 for Nirwan. Fazal has picked up 1. All the bowlers, the 5 bowlers, have went on to pick wickets in this game. That is brilliant stuff. Beautifully bowled. That was a quicker one and not read well in the end by Haris. So another very successful over for DCC Starlets, and now they will have a real chance to win this game. 90 for 7. The pendulum has heavily shifted in the favor of team DCC Starlets. Nirwan bowling his last over. Beautifully tossed up delivery. And now you can see the fielders from the circle. They're just coming 4 to 5 steps ahead from that 30-yard circle. So that is where the game awareness comes into play. And Weber Waswani, he's got his thinking cap on. Quicker delivery. Oh, very lucky. The inside edge has saved Faisal. Otherwise, the LBW was definitely coming into equation. And that is where the problem lies now. No more batting to come. You can't afford to be playing at the back foot. Tossed up delivery. That's in the air. Opportunity created. Mine is the call from Gatin. Oh, he's put it down. And to add salt to the wounds, it has gone towards the boundary. Well, he had all the time in the world, but then again has spilled an important catch. The call was pretty much loud and clear from Gatin. And then again, just losing balance in the end. So a bit of a scare for the batter. He survives in the end. Tucked away nicely for a single. Now both the batters are pretty much known for those big hits. So it's either hit big or get out. I'm pretty much optimistic that they will not really look for those singles and doubles, because that is not their natural gameplay. Both these batters like to play those massive big shots. So every ball is going to be an event. Tossed up delivery. They are on their feet. You can see now the body language is pretty much positive in the middle. They're all charged up, the youngsters, and why not? They are finding themselves in a commanding position. Right then, last delivery coming up from Nirwan. Oh, narrowly missing that leg stump, and he was on the verge of picking up his fourth before he is done for the night after bowling a brilliant spell of 4 overs and has hardly given any runs with those 3 important wickets. 13 gone, 95 for 7. Yeah, clearly we can see now the plan from the captain. He's not opting to bring the medium pacers at this stage of the game, and that is the right approach. Smart captaincy. Still the spinner are in operation. Gatin Wadwa picking up an important wicket in the last over. Nicely bowled. Equally well played by the batter. Now that is going to be a very interesting phase. How long can they just last in the middle, both these batters, by picking up those singles and doubles? As I mentioned earlier, and I keep on saying that they love those big shots. So every ball, the bowler will have an opportunity. Nicely flighted by Gatin, but just over pitching in the end. So at this stage of the game, just need to have a grip on the opponents. Do not let it go from here onwards. The match is pretty much in your hands. The tail end has been exposed pretty much early in this innings. One more wicket is required. Oh, going at the back foot, not the right tactics, I would say. We can see there's a lot to offer for the spinners. That is where Captain Weber, he's read the conditions pretty much well. He's got it packed leg side field, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, and then deep cover and a long off. He's bowling towards the shorter side of this ground. Outside edge. Oh, he's taken it. Oh, what a catch. He's taken a screamer. That was coming to him at some pace. He kept his calm, kept his composure, and has taken a very good catch in the first slips. And agony continues for VELOX Motors. They are falling like pack of cards, and they have lost their 8th wicket. Things not looking quite bright. Chances to win are looking bleak for VELOX Motors as they have lost their 8th wicket. It's 98 for 8. Who would have thought VELOX Motors will be finding themselves in this situation? 8 down. Oh, he's just into the 14th over. Oh, once again, an opportunity created, but this time it was just a little away from the first slips. But then, excellent planning, brilliant strategy from DCC Starlets. They've come out with a plan. They bowl in the right areas. And every time they have bowled, they have created opportunities. How often do you see a slip being in place in the 14th over of a T20 game? Brilliant, brilliant stuff. It's going to be last delivery coming up from Gatin Wadwa. Nicely bowled to finish off a very good spell in his first game. Gatin Wadwa. He's done for the night after bowling 4 and giving 20 runs and picked up 2 important wickets. It's 14 gone, 100 for 8. .43 required in the last 6 overs. That was never a concern. The concern is that they've lost 8 wickets. So nobody has really applied themselves in the middle. Nobody has taken the responsibility. We've seen all the batters. They've just come in, checked in and checked out. It's that kind of a wicket that you can't really just hit every ball for a maximum. You need to give yourself time. You need to get your eye in the middle. Oh, short delivery. He had all the time in the world. And what is more interesting to see is that he has denied his partner a single. So which means he will be farming the strike and is taking the matter in his own hand. I'm not too sure with this approach, as there are plenty of runs to be chased down. Flat, hard, in the gap. And brilliantly done once again. The fielding has been spot on, and there you go. No single has been taken. So one thing is pretty much sure and visible, that Faisal is going to be playing all the majority of the deliveries in this innings. And Team DCC Starlets, they will not mind 2 dot deliveries, which could have easily been 2 runs. Another dot delivery, brilliant bowling. Well, Saad Abdullah has been introduced pretty much late. He's the 6th change. But I would say he's bowling at a very relatively comfortable position. Short once again, and this one has been absolutely clobbered into the parking lot. Wow. That's come right off the middle of the bat of Faisal. We know he's no muck with the bat. He's got those long levers, long handles, and he's shown us a glimpse of what he can do in the middle. So the game is not over until Faisal stays right till the end. And somebody just needs to have a word with the youngster Saad. I think he's bowling a little too short on this wicket. Maybe he can just try to entice the batter by bowling those flight to deliveries. Much better. Excellent comeback delivery. So he's only given the 6 runs. Other than that, all the deliveries have been dot balls. And surely now they'll be looking to take a single. Maybe they can get one more fielder up. Stop the single. It's into the gap. Struck really hard. And there you go. Rightfully, Faisal has taken a single and will be coming back on strike in the next over. Match is still alive. It's 15 gone, 107 for 8. .36 required in the last 5 overs. Just 2 more wickets in the hands for VELOX Motor. And they had a pretty much a decent start. The power play completely went in their favour. They lost 2 wickets, but then again, they went on to score those quick runs and they were in a very commanding position. But since The spinners have come into operation. They've made life very difficult for the batters in the middle. Arham Moin, he's got 2 overs. Let's have a look at the bowling options. Zaiditya Malik, he's got a couple of overs under his sleeve. Fazal Farooq, he's got 2. So still plenty of options for DCC Starlets. And by the looks of it looks like it's going to be the medium pacer who's been tossed the ball in the 16th over. And this is going to be a challenge. They need to get the wicket of Faisal. Oh, this has been hammered. Oh, what a ballistic hit coming in from Faisal. And he's turning on the heat. And what a way to welcome the bowler. That was not a good delivery. He's got such power. And look at that hand speed. Brilliant stuff coming in from Faisal. This game is not over until it's over. Faisal will hold the key if they've got any chance to be winning this game from here onwards. They still need 30. Balls is not a concern. They've got 29 balls to do so. And Faisal, he'll have to play out the majority of the deliveries. So now I can understand why he was not interesting to expose Basit. Comes down the track and just could not find the desired gap. One thing is for certain, he's getting it from the middle of the bat. He's enjoying his outing. Since the time he's walked in, he's looked relatively dangerous. A deep third man is in place. Deep cover. Long off, long on, and a deep mid wicket. So the fine leg and the square leg is vacant. Fuller delivery. It's been driven really hard. It's in the gap. And he's done extremely well. He has saved 2 important runs for his side, and that is what is required in the fielding department. Well, the fielding has been top notch if you talk about the youngsters DCC Starlets. They've taken some excellent catches. Hardly have we seen any misfields in this game. That's up in the air. Opportunity created. And takes it. Well, that's the big fish they were looking for, and they've got it. Faisal was holding the key if VELOX Motor they had any chance to be winning this game. But then some smart captaincy and really smart bowling by Arham has gotten him his reward. And it is the big fish, Faisal, who was looking very threatening. Will have to go back. And now it's pretty much done and dusted for VELOX Motors. DCC Starlets are on the verge of winning their first game. It's 115 for 9. Well, who would have thought this young side will be finding themselves in such a commanding position? They were struggling in the first innings, and now that knock of 44 in 47 deliveries of Fazal Farooq is definitely haunting Team VELOX Motors. They were taking things pretty much lightly in the first innings where they got 58 for 7. DCC Starlets. Full straight, driven, and a bit mix up. This is going to be trouble. Oh, a bit of awkward bounce for the keeper. Otherwise, the batter had already given up and he was in a lot of trouble. This game was on the verge of being pretty much done and dusted. So a lucky escape for the new man who's walked in. Kamran Yar He's not known for his batting skills. Fuller delivery and a wide, rare delivery. Usually they've been spot on with the line and length. This young side, they've used the new ball really well, and then after the ball got a little older, the spinners, they came into play and used this surface brilliantly. There's a lot of juice and purchase to offer for the spinners. Loud appeal. They're asking the question to the umpire. They're pleading to the umpire. He seems to be unmoved. So a very good change to bring their premier bowler Arham Moin has delivered on the night. It's 16 gone, 116 for 9. What a start for this young side, DCC Starlets. They're on the verge of winning this game. Still plenty of runs required. 27 more to win. Slower delivery. Just glanced it towards fine leg for a single. Yeah, I think they've read the conditions really well, have DCC Starlets. Even in the first innings, the scoring was never an issue. They were going along very nicely. They were 51 for 2 in 4.6. After that, it's just that nobody really took that responsibility and just played those aggressive strokes quite often. But then came Fazal Farooq, played a very smart innings and a sensible knock of those important 44 runs. Guided towards third man. Oh, a bit of a misfield, but no damage done in the end. Talking about VELOX Motors, they took the game a little too easy in the first innings when they saw 57 for 6 were DCC Starlets. That is where they should have really gone after them and bowled them out. Trying to bowl that slower short delivery, and we can see the ball is just holding onto the surface. The lights have taken full effect, and still we haven't really seen the dew taking a toll on this ground. So that is one thing which the other two teams who are going to play next will have an eye. There's Alif Pharma taking on Dubai Daredevils after this game. Driven nicely, and they're looking for 2, but his partner has shown no interest whatsoever. All you can see is absolutely furious with him. Well, so much to see, so much to offer from these tailenders. Kamran Yar and Basit, can they do the unachievable? 23 runs still required, but the problem is it's just the last wicket. One more wicket for DCC Starlets. Slower delivery and deceiving the batter once again. Well, DCC Starlets, they should not take this game easy. They should try to wrap this innings as quickly as they can. Just try to bowl onto the stumps, target the stumps. Try to bowl those yorkers, those block hole deliveries. Because every time they take a single, this match will keep on going deep. So you never know, one big over and VELOX will be back into this game. Beautiful. Oh, this is smart batting. They are not giving up this game by any means. Both the batters are holding themselves in the middle. It's 17 gone, 122 for 9. Last 3 overs to go, and 21 is required. Just stay there in the end. Try to take this game down right in the last over. Pick up those singles and doubles. You can see the fielders. They're coming right from the circle, which I believe is not the right approach. They can afford to get those fielders, inner fielders, 4 to 5 steps ahead from the circle. Excellent delivery. Perfect length, perfect channel. They have been spot on, the bowling department of DCC Starlets. Arham Moin only had a pretty decent outing once again. I've seen a lot of this young boy in this season, and he's been consistently impressing us here in the com box. Brilliant talent and an excellent prospect for the future. Full toss, got low on his bat. And just a polite inquiry to the umpire, but I think he's made it comfortably. Well, Team VELOX Motors, they'll be thinking, where did they go wrong? And by the looks of it, what we have seen here, they've just been reckless. There's a difference between being aggressive and reckless, and I think they were just too aggressive and playing those reckless strokes, which was not required. They had a very good start in the first 6 overs. The required run rate was around 7 runs per over, but still they went on to play those big shots. Beaten by pace, Arham Moin. This youngster can certainly bowl at some knots, and he's enjoying his outing in the middle. He's using the conditions beautifully to his favor. Excellent stuff. Oh, nicely bowled yet again. Some help from the surface and a little bit of kick, completely deceiving the batter in the end. It's just a matter of time. We might just see either of these batters try to play that big shot. How long can they keep their cool and calmness in the middle? While they're trying to take those singles and doubles, they're also offering dot deliveries, so putting some pressure on them. Outside edge, and we'll get a single. So 19 more runs required, and they need one big over of maybe 9 to 10 runs. That will open the gates for VELOX Motors. Both these batters are not pretty much known for their batting abilities, but then again, they've got a huge responsibility on their shoulders. Can they take their team over the line? Fuller delivery right in the block hole, and misfield will allow the batters to take that quick single. It's another over gone. It's 125 for 9. Team DCC Starlets, they would want to wrap up innings right now in this over. You never know what's going to happen in the last overs. We have seen funny things happen in a T20 game. So try to bowl onto the stumps and let the batter play across the line. We haven't really seen them playing with a straighter bat. So bowl full onto the stumps and try to get the bold and the LBW into equation. Let's have a field check. They've got a deep mid wicket, deep square leg, deep third man, deep cover, and a long off. So the mid on is in the circle. That could be one area he could target. Short and wide, and somehow he's gotten away with it. Another dot delivery. 18 more required in the last 11 deliveries. Can Kamran get one big maximum out of somewhere? That will bring them back into this game. Outside edge, going toward the third man, and an awkward bit of bounce, but still he's done really well. Singles is not going to be concern for DCC Starlets. Some brilliant bowling display, and I would say Weber Waswani, he's shown a lot of faith and trust in his bowlers tonight, and all of them have delivered. Apart from Saad, everyone has picked up a wicket. Jaditya Malik, another very promising cricketer, would want to just get this last wicket and get over with. The longer it's taking, the VELOX Motors will have a sniff in this game. Tucked away beautifully, and straight away there's a call of 2, and brilliant bit of running. Smart batting, getting another 2 valuable runs into the telly. So inching closer to that target are VELOX Motors, and they'll be looking behind and thinking, why did we lose so many wickets? We lost 9 wickets in a span of 15 overs. That is the area of concern when you're chasing a modest low total. You need to have a plan and tactics how to go about chasing these targets, especially when you get a very good start early on in the power play. You can just take those calculated risks and not try to force the issue. Keep rotating strike, and they can just take a leaf out of the notebook of DCC Starlets tonight. Short delivery, but lucky for the bowler that he didn't get a lot of bat on this one. Otherwise there was a high possibility it could have gone towards the boundary, considering the fielder was in the circle. So somehow they're surviving, these 2 batters in the middle. 14 required, 1 big hit VELOX Motors, and they'll be pretty much in this game and have a strong belief they could win this game. We are into day one first game, and it is already promising to be a blockbuster of a contest. Who would have thought it's going down to the wire, to the last over? Slower delivery, short, nicely disguised, but then again the keeper has fumbled, and a misfield will allow the batter to take another important single. Yeah, clearly we can see he's indicating to his partner that he's bowling those variations using his fingers beautifully, rolling his wrists over. 13 required in the last 7 deliveries, last wicket in hand. This match is pretty much alive and could go either way. 1 wicket away are DCC Starlets, and 1 big hit away are VELOX Motors to have a chance. Because if you need 7 in the last over, I think that is pretty much achievable. Short and down the leg side. It's going to be an important dot delivery. Do not go anywhere, folks. We are down to the last over. It's 19 gone, 130 for 9. Last over coming up for the second innings of this first game. It's already a roller coaster of a ride have we witnessed tonight. And what is going to be important to see is who is Weber Waswani throw the ball to be bowling that last crucial over. 13 runs required. And you can see there's a lot of chirping in the camp, in the dugout of VELOX Motors. They believe they still have a chance. They were down and out at one stage. They were 115 for 9. But somehow these two batters have managed to score 15 runs for their side. Slower delivery. It's been picked away towards the covers, running away towards the boundary. And he's got a boundary on the very first delivery. Well, Team VELOX Motors are not giving up. And the very first ball has gone for boundary. Very smart batting, I would say, by Kamran. He waited, and then saw the vacant area towards that cover region, intentionally going over the top and getting 4 vital runs for his side. Pressure back on DCC Starlets. Oh, dot delivery is going to be gold dust for DCC Starlets. Well, I wouldn't say it's too early to say, but then again, are we ready for a super over in the very first match? That's hit hard once again. Oh, away from the fielder. They're looking for 2. And this is going to be very close. Has he got him? Oh, this could be a very important moment in the game. Both the batters responded really well. Then we'll have to wait and see if he's made it or not. Well, a lucky escape for the batter. A bit of a scare for him. So the match is not over. What an exciting game have we already witnessed. 7 required of the last 3 deliveries. 1 big hit and it'll all come down to almost run a ball. Deep. This fine leg in place. Short third man. They've got a point in place. If you talk about the fielders in the deep, they've got a deep cover and a deep point. Interesting setup. He's hit hard. Has he got a maximum? Oh, you bet he has. Well, this is a tremendous strike. Take a bow, young man. You've taken your team out of trouble. DCC Starlets, they were in this game. They were winning until the last over, but then this man had different plans. And he's turned on the heat. He has absolutely clobbered this out of the park. Oh, Kamran, you are a champion. By no means you are a tailender. Certainly this man can bat. A false start. You can clearly see the pressure is mounting onto the bowler. Last 2 deliveries. Well, this ball has to be a dot ball. He's shown a lot of faith and courage. Very fearless and courageous approach from Kamran. He has decided not to give up this game. Where does he bowl? You do not want to be giving any width. Do not bowl full to this batter. Oh, I think clearly the pressure is now being seen on the face of this youngster. Well, you need to rise up to the occasion, Fazal Farooq. You have a chance to become a hero. Try to get a wicket and wrap this innings. Right then, he's reloaded. In he comes. It's hard. It's going towards the boundary. And they are coming back for a second. Wayward throw will allow them to take that 2 important runs. And the scores are now level. Oh, this is excellent cricket we've already witnessed in this game. And very smart batting by Kamran. He started off slow, steady, picking up those singles and doubles when on offer. And now in the last over, he has shifted gears And he's gotten his team into this game, and they cannot lose from here onwards. Interesting field setup. All the fielders have come in the circle. One thing is for certain, even if he gets beaten, they are going to run. Last delivery. They'll have to wait. DCC Starlets has to wait. VELOX has to wait. We have to wait. Oh, what a game of cricket are we witnessing. 1 run to win. A wicket to tie this game and to take us to a super over. They've packed the offside field. 6 fielders on the offside. In comes bowler. Oh, he's bowled him. Oh, take a bow, young man. You are a true champion. You have delivered at the right stage. And you've bowled an excellent delivery to knock the batter over. They were down and out. But somehow he's created magic in the middle and has disturbed the stumps. Well, hats off to both the teams for providing such entertainment in the opening game here. And the match has tied. Who would have expected Team VELOX to play such good cricket? And in the end, we do not have a winner. What a game of cricket have we witnessed.
What a game for our viewers around the world. Day 1 of the tournament, Union Square House presents Arabian Cricket League powered by 7 districts. The game number 1, DCC Starlets versus VELOX Motors, ends in a tie. After 40 overs, the game is tied. What a game for our viewers. Such an exciting day to start off the proceedings here in this tournament. Batting first, DCC Starlets, they were in trouble. Very good recovery, and that's the batting card there for VELOX Motors. They were all the way in trouble off to a quick start. Afridi getting 13, 22 for Habibullah and 18 for Muhammad Ali Gurbaz. And that man, Faisal Altaf, produced a wonderful knock. 30 was game on the line. That Kamran Yar contribution along with Basit Ali Khan get them close enough, but not over the line. 142 bowled out. It's a tie. That's how the bowling card pan out. Wonderful figures there for Aram Moin, picking up 2 wickets. 2 wickets for Fazil Farooq. 3 wickets for Nirvan Shetty. Bowled quite magnificently, and Gutton picking up 2 wickets and restricting them to 142, which is exactly what they got batting first. That's the match summary of the game number 1 of the tournament. DCC Starlets batting first, 142 for 9. Fazil top score with 44. 2 wickets each for Abibullah Haris and Irfan Ullah. In reply, VELOX Motors could only manage exactly 142 for 10. 30 for Faisal, 22 for Habib, and 3 wickets there for Nirvan Shetty. 2 wickets each for Gadan and Aram Moin. In the end, it becomes a tie. We will take a short break, and on the other side we'll be back with the post-match presentation ceremony with Owais Ali.
To the post-match presentation of match number 1 of the Union Square House presents Arabian Cricket League Season 3, powered by 7-6, which was played between VELOX Motors and DCC Starlets. Before we begin, we would like to thank our sponsors for their unwavering support towards this tournament. Tournament organizer ICC Cricket Academy, title sponsor Union Square House Real Estate, powered by sponsor 7 Districts, support sponsor Millionaire Saloon, associate sponsors ABX Rent a Car, UT Streaming Partner Sports Ethics and Cricfit, broadcast and event partner Sport Ethics. In match number 1, DCC Starlets went on to won the toss and elected to bat first, and they went on to score 142 in their allotted 20 overs. Well, in reply, it was an absolute nail-biter, a cliffhanger of a game where VELOX Motors also scoring 142, but then they won this game by boundary count. And let's talk about the notable performances. Nirvan Shetty having a very good outing with the bowled 4 overs, gave just 19 runs and picked up those 3 important wickets. I would like now to invite Mr. Kashif Pilla, our match official, to hand over the player of the match. And the player of the award goes to none other than Fazal Farooq for his brilliant all-round performance, where he went on to score those 44 handy runs and then also picked up those 2 crucial wickets when it was required to do so. Well, I need to have a word with you. Congratulations, you were simply brilliant tonight. What was the game plan and strategy before you came to this game?
Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'd like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this performance. See, when we went in, there was a bunch of quick wickets which fell, so my plan was just to build up and sort of take it towards the end, just so we can post a good total.
How did you observe the pressure? Your team was struggling. You were 58 for 6 at one point. You held one end. How did you do that?
See, I mean, I was just trying to find a partner to sort of take 1s and 2s with. It wasn't sort of too much pressure in my mind. I was just trying to play my natural game. Yeah.
Last question. Who do you want to dedicate this award to?
I'd like to dedicate it to I'd like to dedicate it to my coaches and my dad for this, because of all his hard work and commitment. Yeah.
Well, you were simply exceptional tonight. Congratulations and best of luck for the future.
Thanks. Take care.
Right then, that's all from the post-match presentation, but do not go anywhere. We've got another exciting game lined up. It is going to be Alif Farma taking on Dubai Daredevils. Stay tuned.